in the book, you can basically learn everything you need to know. And I read this morning chapters 1 and chapter 2. I want to go into them in a little bit. Before I do that, I want you to know that you can go to Amazon and you can get this book. Just look for Building a Story Brand, right? Or you can just Google Story Brand Donald Miller and you can find it out there. Great book. I highly recommend it. But there's two things. Now, in chapter 1, now, Oren Klaff talks about the alligator mind. A lot of us talk about like the primitive mind, Maslow's hierarchy, the way that we think, and the way that you want to market and sell to people is you need to market and sell to their caveman mind. You got to keep it really simple. You got to keep your copy at a third grade level. Can't use big words. In other words, they talk about the guy selling a camera training. He was showing people how to make photos, and he had words like f-stop. F-stop, what the heck is f-stop, right? He was making like so much money saying, hey, I'm going to teach you how to use f-stop. But when he started saying, oh, you know that blurry, how you make it blurry in the background? Isn't that so much easier? Third grade level, right? So they talk a little bit about this. And some of the things he talks about is your tribe. So it's psychological, physiological, spiritual, you know, and relationships. So the way I went for a walk, I go for a walk every morning out in the hills out here in San Diego, and I was talking about, you know, first of all, we were talking about bad language. So you don't want to use bad language. Some people do. They do it on purpose. It gets them a lot of views. But we're looking at basically, you know, can I eat it, or can I produce with it? Can I reproduce with it? Or should I kill it? Like, should I be afraid of this, or should I be a friend to it? So will it build community with me? Is it going to kill me? Can I reproduce with it, or can I eat it? So we really need to take care of that type of level of people. In our sales, we need to talk to them at that level so their brain can process it. Now, another thing it talks about here is burning calories. We don't want the brain burning a lot of calories. So in your content and in your copy, you got to keep it really, really simple, okay? So I'll tell you, for Automation Rehab, mine is we don't sell hope, we fulfill it. Because I got really pissed off and angry at people going out there and selling things for $10,000 going, oh, you could be a life coach, or you could be whatever kind of coach. Give me 10 grand, I'm going to show you how to do that. That was selling hope. And my whole gig is we don't sell hope, we fulfill it. I work with real businesses that make real money and, you know, that are out to make a difference, and a positive difference, that live in integrity. Okay, so the second thing that he goes into, and I think it's chapter 2, is he says the story in the nutshell. So all the stories, you know, I love movies. I go to a lot of movies. And some of the movies that are really weird, there's one called Vivarium, which is just whacked out, and there's another one called Mother, right? That one's just crazy. I'm not talking about movies like that. We're talking Indiana Jones, we're talking Star Wars, and he talks about Star Wars in here, and he talks about the Hunger Games. And so he says, here, every story, you know, has a character, right? And they have some type of problem, and then they find a guide. So your whole goal as a business owner is not to be the hero, it's to be the guide to the hero, right? So there's someone that has a problem, you know, the character, that's your prospect, and then they need a guide, that's you, and then the guide steps into their lives, gives them a plan, and calls them to action. So they go, here's the plan, and now you need to do this, and then, you know, I take Visa, MasterCard, or American Express, which works best for you, right? And then the action helps them avoid failure or success. So a lot of people say, you know, do you want to push towards fear or towards pleasure? And I hear a lot of the floaty people saying, hey, you know, I want to push them towards pleasure, but I like to just drive in that, you know, sword into the side, make them really feel the pain. Like, that is painful in your business. Isn't that painful? Isn't it painful that you have all these leads and you're not following up on them? Wouldn't it be great if you could follow up with 80% of the leads that you lose every month? 80% of the leads. If you generate 100 leads, I guarantee you only 20 of them are really great leads. The other 80% are thinking about it for a month, or they're just not interested. wouldn't it be great to get, let's say, the 60% that have to think about it to get them to close in the next 30 days? Wouldn't that be amazing? Well, the way we do that is with automated follow-up. Now, if you go to Meetup and just search Small Business Rocket Launcher, my Meetup's going to come up, and I'm every Thursday at 7:30 in the morning Pacific. I'm live. You can talk to me. I'm going over how we're doing everything on the back end. This is for real marketers that use real tools, right? And I'm showing you my challenge to challenge. I'm showing you my funnel and how I do everything in the back end on the background. And I'm actually showing you the tools that I use, that I pay for, okay? So it's really important. But back to the book. This book is part of that, because on the journey, on the hero's journey, you're going to be needing these tools to help people. It doesn't matter what the tools are, ActiveCampaign, Infusionsoft, Keep, right? You might be using ActionEdX or Aweber or MailChimp, whatever you're using, whatever tools you're using, it's going to be part of the hero's journey, because remember the last thing it says, calls them to action. So you need to consistently be on that megaphone championing your prospects and your clients so that you get them to the next level. Okay, so I'm going to be making these videos every day, and you can always go to meetup.com, search Small Business Rocket Launcher, or you could just text the word free, F-R-E-E, to 619-432-4357. Again, that's area code 619-432-4357. The word is free. Text that. It'll give you all the information to join my meetup. You don't need to sign up for anything. You just sign into the meetup, and you could always exit out. You know you're already in there because you want to do yoga, or you want to go running, or you play guitar or something. But you can check mine out. Visit me every Thursday, 7:30 a.m. in the morning. We'll be there. Be square. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day. And remember, I'm here to make a powerful difference in your life and your business so you can be with the people you love, sleep at night, and have peace of mind. Okay, see you soon.